This dress is very reminiscent of the koi skirt. So it's essentially the koi skirt, except the top part is ruffles, arm ruffles, instead of massive knife pleats. And then the bottom part is still knife pleated. This was the first draft I made to just kind of see how it would look and if it would even be cute. I don't really make samples. The first piece of whatever I'm making is the sample that I make. It's the only sample that I make, which is kind of idiotic on my part. But for this one, I drafted this as a sample because I was scared. And I have limited fabrics to do this and a budget I'm trying to strictly adhere to. So I can't afford to mess up and then like order more stuff. So this is the only sample that I'm making of this combination, so I can't mess up. Anyway, I'm adding about an inch allowance instead of like centimeter or half an inch, a whole inch allowance to everything that I've cut, because I would rather have it be too long than too short. So for these strips, this was 2 meters of fabric. I don't know how much fabric this is actually gonna take making it, but this was 2 meters of fabric. And I don't know if this is gonna be enough to make the ruffles for the top part that I cut. Originally, I was gonna do the brown on top and the pink on the bottom. I decided to do the pink on top and the brown on the bottom because I think having a lighter color on the top and a darker color on the bottom looks better than having the darker color on top, if that makes any sense. But I kind of want to keep this dress below like 250. So however many pleats this is, it's got to be enough to fit the panels that I cut out, because I don't want to go into like a 1/3 meter. So I'm going to pleat all of this, and then I'm going to start sewing that, because I need to sew that first before I can pin this on. And then if whatever fits, whatever doesn't, and then I'll just cut off the excess. So I'm gonna continue working on the dress. Anyway, I'm gonna have this kiwi and then we're gonna start working. Hello, my friends. I thought we'd have a little chat, a little chitty bang bang. I don't have a mic, and I started filming on my phone. Hopefully you can hear me. I know my dryer is also going on in the back. On June 27th, 2024, so like July, August, September, October, November, 5 months ago, I started my brand, The Flower Iris. I opened it. It took me a really long time to get the first batch of orders out because I not only have the brand, but I'm also a full-time student as of this year. So I started my brand, and then 2 months later, I started school. I also moved, and I'm living on my own for like the first time in like my whole life. And I also have a job outside of Iris. So there's a lot that I do. I was overwhelmed by everything that was going on. Mentally, I crashed really heavy and just didn't do anything for like 3 months straight. Collection 1 for Iris came, and if you've been on my website recently, you'll see that there's barely anything on there. So a lot of the pieces that I made for collection 1 aren't really pieces that I myself, even now, I'm 26. I think I'm either 26 or 27, but I don't want to do the math. I think I'm 26, but I might be 27, I'm not sure. A lot of the ideas weren't things that I, as a 27-year-old right now, would really like, but me as like a 24-year-old really liked, or 22-year-old really liked. I like to think of the first collection as like a pre-debut, pre-launch, kind of me getting rid of, not rid, but following through, launching with the ideas that I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to open this brand. This idea is gonna be great. So I'm working on collection 2. I'm zoning out. Hold on. I'm working on collection 2. And it's gonna be a little bit different than collection 1, especially in terms of the fabrics that I'm using. Again, like I said, I'm trying to get the whole image of the brand to be like, you know? So yeah, it's gonna look a little bit different. I launched collection 1 with so many freaking pieces. Technically it was only 5, but I've made like 16 of each, so it's a lot. But for collection 2, I'm not doing the same thing. This dress, since this video is dedicated to this dress, is called Miriam as of right now. Why did I name it that? It was the first name that popped into my head. Typically, my clothes are either named after whatever the artist of whatever song I'm listening to as the idea pops into my head, or as I'm drawing out the idea. That's why Army is called Army, because the song Windy Summer by Army popped in my head when I was designing the dress. So I just named the dress Army. I don't think Miriam from Hunter x Hunter was running through my head when I chose the name for this dress. I'm only gonna make 2 of these dresses, even though technically it comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, like a lot of styles. The fun thing about this dress, because I like to make my pieces customizable, the fun thing about this dress is that you can customize it with, you can switch and swap the fabrics that you want to the dress. Switch and swap the fabrics that you want the dress to be made out of. So the dress is made in like blocks, so you can switch out. I don't want to make every single copy of this dress just because it would just be too time consuming and use up a lot of materials that I don't really need to use. I'm making this one, which is going to be the pink and the bunny. And then I'm going to make one solid color one, and I believe I'm going to make it in white. It can either be solid color or it can be a mixed match color. Alrighty, so this is all pleated. Hopefully this is enough. I'm gonna serge this and then do some other stuff, and then we're gonna put the dress together, and then the dress will be done.